Hello, this is Patti Armbrister. I'm the agricultural education teacher at the Hinsdale Public School, and I would like to give you a little walking tour of the outdoor classroom. We started the classroom in 2009 with a $500 farm to school mini grant, in which we bought planters, asked the cooks what they would serve on a salad bar. They said cherry tomatoes, and that's what we grew, was cherry tomatoes. Last year we grew all of the salad bar materials except for the lettuces from August 15th to November 15th, and served the hot vegetable every day. Plus we processed pumpkins, turned them into pumpkin bars, and the students helped do that processing. The agricultural education students 7 through 12 have built this outdoor classroom. The passive solar greenhouse was built in 2010. It's a Quest technology grant was the main funding source for that, and a community grant. The entire school, K through 12, has something to do in the outdoor classroom, whether they have their own class, have a group of planters and plant their own products in. A lot of carrots and beets are grown in the planters. This is the native bee project that the Ag Ed students have put together. The project started because of some informative speeches that were wrote to meet our state degree requirements, and the students had studied honeybee colony collapse disorder, which started us being curious about the bees and being more interested in learning more about the native bees. Okay, this is Aaron. Aaron's going to help us learn a little bit about the bees. What kind of bees do you think we're working with there, Aaron?
Leafcutter bees, mason bees, and hopefully some bumblebees.
Oh, cool. Okay, so what kind of bee you got there you're working with?
These right here are mason bees. You can tell by the mud around the holes and the little larvae that are in there that the mason bee laid.
We also have an after-school program with the junior master gardeners, our county extension agent. The after-school program teaches the students about food and nutrition, and we do taste testing and we grow some food. This is agronomy planning. It started as a idea from one of my presidents. That's goal was to win production sweepstakes and overall sweepstakes with his chapter members. And he says, well, why don't we plant the native grasses? And so we did. And we've planted other native plants, and then of course we've got invading plants, and so the students can really learn that hands-on. Much easier to learn with the live plants than it is with just the plant mounts. The success of the planting and agronomy team has resulted in winning first place in our career development event in agronomy in our district level for 4 years in a row now, and have won production sweepstakes for 4 years in a row, and won overall sweepstakes for 2 years in a row as a result of our hands-on learning experiences, or at least that's what I credit the majority of those results from. These are some planters that the 5th and 6th grade class have planted that they got them individual names on them, and they're the Food for All. They say Food for All, which the Food for All grant has helped us immensely with funding for this outdoor classroom. I have Trey here with me and Aaron. What do you guys like about the outdoor classroom?
I like the food, the fresh nutrients and the vegetables that we get from the planters, so they don't have to come in from ships and trucks.
Cool.
Way down south of the USA.
Awesome. So yeah, we can grow a lot of that stuff right here, can't we? We can grow carrots, beets, all of our greens, potatoes, all kinds of stuff. What do you like, Aaron?
Probably the greenhouse.
Oh, cool. What do you like about it?
Well, use the sun. We don't have to use any energy in it.
Awesome.
No gas, no propane. So it's the least expensive greenhouse probably around.
Cool. That is awesome. So, Trey, your classroom has to overlook the outdoor classroom, and unfortunately, you don't get to be an ag for one more year. What are you looking forward to?
Looking forward to learn what plants need, what soil, if it needs to be really wet or it doesn't have to be very wet soil.
Oh,
So
cool.
I'm just looking forward to learning about the plants.
Awesome. And your brothers have got to really help with this outdoor classroom. What have they done?
My oldest brother that is now a junior in college, he helped build the greenhouse, and my other older brother that is just going into a freshman in college, it helped build the grit cellar.
Oh, cool. That is awesome. Well, I can hardly wait until you're in my class. Thank you very much, guys. The after-school program has been a fantastic recruiting tool. We're recruiting 100% of the elementary students into the 7th and 8th grade. 100% of those 7th and 8th graders are in FFA. 90% of the high school members are in the FFA chapter, and all of the Ag Ed students are fully involved in the outdoor classroom with construction projects and all kinds of activities. We are teaching agronomy, plant science, horticulture, floriculture. Floriculture team this year went all the way to the national convention, competed in that CDE. It was the first CDE we've competed in 40 years. All of the activities are hands-on, and obviously we do construction, mechanics, and several of the traditional FFA career development events. Because of the hands-on activities, we've been winning the production agricultural sweepstakes, the district, for 4 years in a row. The chapter has won the EcoStar Award 2 years in a row in the state of Montana and is awarded by the governor for its conservation and sustainability. 100% of our FFA members have supervised agricultural experiences. The 7th and 8th graders do agri-science projects for that supervised agricultural experience. They not only learn how to grow their own food with those projects and hand deliver that food to the school cafeteria, they've also been able to go all the way to the highest level of awards in state science fair by collaborating with the science teacher in the ag department. The passive solar greenhouse was built by the Ag Ed students, and so it is extreme case of perennialism, and the students invested a lot of time and learned a lot of skills with this project. Passive solar is set up at 2 degrees from due south, collect all the winter soleus. The sun comes through the glazing wall and hits these black barrels. Black barrels are containing water. The barrels radiate their heat back into the building at night when air temperature cools off. The greenhouse is equipped with a passive solar heater and a solar vent, so we're 100% off the grid, 0 energy bills. This is the 2015 Food for All grant, and we're actually taking what we view as a wasteland. This is the north fence of the Hinsdale School's back of their playground, obviously used for nothing other than mowing grass before, and we are growing winter squash, pumpkins, watermelon, cantaloupe, honeydew on the fence is part of our edible classroom. The edible schoolyard also included students selecting varieties of apples, pears, and plums that could grow in our northern 3 growing zone, gets to 45 below 0. And we've selected trees that will grow in those climates, and they come out of a nursery in upstate New York extreme cold there also. And we're hoping to be able to match these trees to our environment. We've also got pumpkins and squash planted in this planting. The big trees are green ash trees that we expect to die from their ash borer, and so we've planted the fruit trees intermingling in them so those trees won't be so noticed when they do die. Okay, well, I'd like to thank you guys for visiting the Hinsdale Outdoor Classroom, and hope we've encouraged you to teach your students a lot deeper learning and get out there and teach more students how to grow their own food. What do you think, Aaron?
I think that's a great idea, Patty. We need more food because we won't have it in the next generation to come if we don't do something.
Okay, what do you think, what's the letters FFA, what could they stand for?
Well, there's three that I can think of. Future Farmers of America, Feeding the Future Americans, and Food for All.
Do you got a closing here for us, Aaron?
Yeah, I encourage all the ag teachers to do an outdoor classroom like this one that Hinsdale's put together. Remember, the future's in our hands. Thank you for watching.
Okay, thank you very much.